Hey guys, Sophia here with turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com, and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about the 2022 IFBB Pro League San Antonio Pro. We've got Bikini Figure, Masters Bikini, and Masters Figure. So many divisions. It was incredible. And as a reminder, we've got two big shows coming up this weekend, the France Pro and the Naturals. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss my recaps. Okay, in terms of Olympia, this is considered a tier 4. So the winner qualifies, 2nd through 5th receive the points at the bottom, and then at the end of the qualification period, the top 3 in the standings get to go to Olympia. So starting with Pro Figure, a very large lineup, super impressive. So in first place, Ria, 2nd, Autumn, 3rd, Georgina, 4th, Blanca, and 5th, Ashley. So here's Ashley in 5th place, and she looks amazing. I love the color of her suit. Her makeup ties in beautifully. She's got a really nice V-taper. I think she's got fabulous lats, great long torso, super lean, really nice lines. I do think that she's holding her legs a little too close together, whether she could have a tiny bit of space, maybe just by pointing the toes to the corners or a tiny bit more of a bend in the knee. I'm not sure exactly what to do, but I just feel like, to me, the thighs look like they're really pressed together hard, and even her calves. I want to see the outline of both of her calves without them touching each other. So that's kind of my biggest suggestion for Ashley. Just play around with the posing, but I think she looks really beautiful, and it was a fantastic 5th. All right, next is Blanca in 4th. Do you see what I mean about the legs being a little bit, there's just that little bit of space. It allows you to see the shape of the calves, the curve of that inner thigh. It looks beautiful. Now, she has a super impressive V-taper as well. Her abs are incredible. I really like her conditioning. You're seeing a lot of detail in her legs. Beautiful shape to her quad sweep. I think she has particularly nice balance too between the top and the bottom. Just these legs are a great match for these beautiful shoulders. I think she looks very pleasant. She looks like this is very easy for her. Beautiful posing, and just overall, I think she looks really fantastic. Okay, Georgina in 3rd. Oh my gosh, her conditioning is crazy. Definitely stands out in the lineup. You've got detail coming right up into the inside of her legs. Like, that is wild. Nobody else is showing off that much detail. You've got feathering, you've got crazy deep grooves. Like, her legs are insane, and a beautiful shape too. She's posing nicely, nice balance with her gorgeous V-taper. Really, really fantastic. Great abs. She just looks amazing. Super lean, great silhouette. Her V-taper is sensational. So I think her package looks incredible myself. All right, Autumn in 2nd place. So many top 5s. She looks as good as ever. Beautiful suit, beautiful hair, makeup. Her posing is always so lovely. I think her shoulders look sensational. Just so much size, and what a beautiful curve. I'm going to get into a larger picture in a second just to give you a better look. Now, in two things that I noticed comparing her across the line, the suit bottoms have a different fit. They seem to come up a lot higher, like it's less of that V shape that you notice on some of her other photos, right? Like here, it goes quite low. So this suit seems to come up high and then not have quite as much of that triangular shape. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about it. I really like the design, and I love how high the straps come up by the belly button, but I don't know that I need that much fabric on Autumn's lower abs, because she has amazing lower abs. Like, they're super flat. She's got nice definition. So I'm not crazy about that. However, I think, like I said, the color is absolutely gorgeous. She's got this tone. She does these rich purpley burgundies, and oh man, it just looks so good on her. The other thing that I noticed, now whether this is a lighting thing or an actual thing, there does seem to be a little bit less detail coming through. For example, on her legs, you just compare her to the Sasquatch and you could see a bit more activity in the thigh and her quads. But I think her abs look as good as ever. Her arms, really, those shoulders look amazing. So overall, I still think she did incredible. And there's just a quick, bigger picture so you can see Autumn's beautiful suit, great hair and makeup as always, beautiful posing too. All right, and now Rhea in first place, amazing. Gosh, her V-taper is something else, and it's that tiny waist. She really has an extreme shape. Nobody, even comes close to the silhouette that she has. Great sweep to her quads. I think she's got a gorgeous shape. Not the craziest conditioning on this lineup for sure, but you're still seeing some beautiful detail, particularly here by the knee, and her abs are just wild. Amazing lats, great delts, really a crazy size, but also really nice roundness. So she's got the most lovely shape. Beautiful. And everybody's side by side. A few things stand out. Georgina's conditioning, for sure. All of that detail in her legs. Rhea's tiny waist, amazing. And in this lineup, I actually really like Blanca. I think her V-taper looks really good. But oh my God, Autumn's delts look amazing. I think Ashley's quads look really good. Like everybody has something on their frame that stands out. But Rhea, I think, kind of brings that total package. Really beautiful. And from behind, they didn't quite have the full pose for our first place winner here, but you can get a really nice view of the back pose on everybody else. Great lats. Oh, from behind, incredible. Georgina's conditioning stands out again. I think Autumn has some really beautiful shape to her glutes. Really nice sides in particular. Blanca, I think, has some gorgeous round sweep to her quads. And Ashley's got fantastic detail up in her back. So a fabulous figure pro. So in terms of Olympia, Rhea is already qualified. Autumn is way at the top of points with 27. Georgina has 3. Blanca has 2. And Ashley has 1. All right, moving on to pro figure 40 plus. So in first place was Jessica, second Rita, third Stacy, fourth Sasha, and fifth Sydney. So here's Sydney. She looks amazing. First thing I noticed are those shoulders. So round, so large, really big. And then with that V-taper and her small waist, you really notice the size. She's got nice conditioning. I wouldn't mind if abs were showing a little bit more. And one thing I think is perhaps with a bit more turnout of her toes, we could get the sweep to show a bit more and just balance with that incredible upper body just a little bit more. But overall, fantastic. Great suit, great big smile. She's beautiful. Okay, next is Sasha in fourth. Again, amazing shoulders. This is such a great figure competition. Her shoulders are crazy. Not only the vascularity, but just the beautiful shape. She's got great size in her arms as well. So just her upper body looks really great. Nice V-taper, nice smooth flat waist with great detail coming through on her abs. I think she could have a bit more size in her legs. For sure, she could try the turnout as well, but I think even more size would be fabulous to really match those incredible shoulders. Gorgeous suit. Love the lipstick. She looks awesome. Okay, Stacy in third. We've seen her a couple times and I'm always impressed. I think she just looks so calm and natural and easygoing. She looks just lovely. The suit is beautiful. I might have said this before, but I feel like the design gives such an illusion of width. You start at the center and your eye is really pulled out to her lats. And I think that is so good. I noticed that her suit bottoms are super teeny tiny, so really thin. They go down really low, but they come up really high. So you do get to see a lot of her extremely flat toned tummy, which I love. She's got great conditioning, really nice detail in her legs. I do think the legs also could have a little bit more size, just to really match these amazing shoulders, though she's got some good balance. So overall, I think she does look really amazing. She's got a great shape and great conditioning. Okay, Rita in second. Here we go. So there is a little bit more size on Rita. Beautiful shoulders, nice delts, great lats. I think her conditioning is even better than it was at Wasatch. So you're seeing a tiny bit more detail coming through in her legs. I think her obliques look crazy. Her abs overall look really good. This suit is incredible. Really nice design. So just head to toe, I think she's got a great shape. I still think the conditioning could have been more to show off even more of that detail, particularly in the legs. But her calves look really good, and I think her delts look amazing. So fantastic. And now in first place is Jessica. Oh man, so she's got everything you need. She's got a lot of width across the top. She's got a lot of beautiful roundness and fullness in those shoulders, and gorgeous arms to match. Her lats are so flared and they come into this tiny waist. The suit is fitting perfectly to make you feel like her waist is just minuscule. Great conditioning, so you're seeing a bit of ab, you're seeing a gorgeous sweep in those quads, and a lot of detail, particularly by the knee. She also has nice calves, and she's posing really well so that she has a beautiful shape shown off on the inside as well as the outside. So I think she kind of gets all of the elements that you need. She looks incredible. What a fantastic first place. Okay, so everybody's side by side. Jessica stands out. It's that width in her upper body with the small waist and then the beautiful legs. Like Stacy beside her, for example, you can see now what I mean about she could have a little bit more size on the legs just to really compare. Rita, you can see, could have a little bit more conditioning to really compare. It's a really fantastic top 5 for sure, but Jessica, I think, stands out. And from behind, again, Jessica with that width and her tiny waist, where her suit crisscrosses, it's so small. I do think she could have put her feet together like the other ladies do. I think it does create a nice shape when you've got the feet together. But this does highlight the quad sweep. Holy smokes. Rita's glute hem tines look amazing. Really nice adductors. I think Sasha as well has some fabulous detail and really nice fullness in her glutes. Sydney has some nice delts, some beautiful detail here in her upper back. And I really like Stacey's V shape from behind. But I think Jessica, man, she really has a lot of mass. She has a crazy amount of detail, and she's got a crazy shape too. So fantastic. Okay, now finally for figure over 50 and over 55, we only had one competitor. So let's check her out. Linda in first place. Here she is, amazing. Love the suit, love the colors. It's vibrant, it's beautiful. She's coordinated her makeup and her jewelry just perfectly. She's got a great shape, really nice flat stomach, beautiful V-taper, really nice delts. I think her delts look even better than they did at the Legion. Just a nice roundness. Super impressed by how lean she is. Very beautiful round quad sweep. For sure, a little bit more conditioning I would have liked because I like conditioning just to show a little bit more of that detail. But overall, I'm really impressed by her shape and just how smooth and flat her waistline and her stomach is. And I think she looks gorgeous. Great hair. Amazing. Okay, let's do pro bikini. Here we go. Another big lineup with some big names. In first place, Brittany. Second, Alessia. Third, Elizaveta. Fourth, Lizzie. And fifth, Victoria. Okay, Victoria is blowing my mind. I think she looks like a completely different person. She is amazing. Her hair looks different. Her suit is gorgeous. Her muscles look incredible. I feel like she's put on some size, since the tsunami. You got a lot more going on in her legs, this sweep on the back leg, the amount of muscle here in her front quad, let alone the conditioning. So you're seeing some beautiful detail outlining the quad. Her obliques look crazy. Her abs look amazing. Like, you didn't see this kind of detail, this kind of size, even at the Poland show. So, man, she's doing just a great job. Her posing is fantastic. Conditioning is tremendous. The only thing I noticed is the strap of her suit bottoms, I think, could have been a little bit higher. That's it. Love the suit, love the coordinating jewelry. I think she looks absolutely incredible. I'm blown away. All right, Lizzie in fourth. Love it. I love the green suit with her red hair. It's striking. It's different. She looks absolutely gorgeous. She's got great obliques, really nice roundness in her glute. It's super full. It's got a great shape, and particularly like here where the glute and the hamstring come together. You've got such a great line in the back. She's got fantastic calves, so nice amount of size in her legs, beautiful hamstring in that back leg too. A little bit of detail right in the hip. I like this groove. I like this line. The obliques are super crazy. Like, she just looks really good. I'll pull out something else in the lineup in terms of the kind of the differences between the girls, but I think her own frame and looking at her, she looks really beautiful, great posing. She's showing off that back leg beautifully, that nice curve in the calf. I love it. I think she looks fabulous. Okay, Elizaveta in third place. Fantastic. She looks super hard, really flat abs, really detailed oblique. The line running down her leg is super deep. A little bit of detail coming through over here, that kind of teardrop shape. You're just starting to see it. Great curve to her hamstrings. Beautiful posing. She's really exaggerating that cinch in her waist to show off the S curve. So I think she's done a great job. I think she looks even harder and leaner than she did at the Tokyo show. And great suit. I love the curl and the wave she's put into her hair. I think she looks amazing. Maybe this hand could come up a little bit higher just to draw your eye up more in that the hourglass. But overall, amazing. Okay, Alessia, holy smokes, is this girl ever competing a lot? And man, does she ever nail it in her placings. She's always so high in the top, and she's always like a mirror image of her previous self. She is so consistent. I like that she wears the same suit all the time. She's got her look. The hair is always parted the same. Beautiful lipstick. Her posing is really consistent. She really knows what works, and she just does it over and over again. And I think she looks gorgeous. So a little bit closer up, man, she's got a fantastic glute, really nice curve, great size. I think you got a really nice line in the back of her leg, showing off the curves of her calves. A little bit of detail coming through. She's never the most hard, the most crazy abs or anything like that, but she's got this beautiful softness while still showing off a little bit of that definition. So there's a little bit of the six pack. You've got a beautiful curve in her arm. I think she looks really amazing. I do think she's going to have to put on a little bit more size in, just to have a little bit more curve in that back leg, maybe a little bit more roundness in the shoulder eventually. But she's clearly doing amazing, and I think she's just gorgeous. And now in first place, Brittany. This is so cool. She just got a second place, and now here she is already qualified for Olympia. She is phenomenal. I get a lot more of a muscular vibe from Brittany than I do from the other competitors, particularly in her legs, but also in her shoulders. She's got so much beautiful curve. Her hamstrings stand out. The top of her quads stand out. The conditioning is fantastic. You really notice that all the way down to her calves. Great obliques. And I think her shoulders are such a perfect match. So to me, she's just got great balance. She's got a great athletic appearance. She's got beautiful muscles, beautiful conditioning. Her posing is fabulous. I really like how she's showing off this back foot. Again, I wouldn't mind if the hand was just a little bit higher, but it's quite a flattering look to her shape, and she's still allowing us to see both of her shoulders beautifully. So I don't mind it whatsoever. She's extremely pretty, beautiful hair, nice makeup. Like she's the total package. All right, so everybody side by side. So here's what I was going to say before when I was talking about Lizzie. To me, I see almost like two different styles of a look in bikini. I think Alessia and Lizzie have a little bit more of the softer, no, I don't mean soft, but just softer. There's a little bit less craziness in the conditioning in their legs. You're just seeing these beautiful, long, lean muscles, a nice line coming down, great curves. Lizzie's calves really are fabulous. But like a smoothness, beautiful round shoulders, and that S curve in the back is lovely. With the other three competitors, I see a little bit more of a hardness, a little bit more of an athletic look. So you've got really chiseled obliques with a bit more abs showing. You've got a little bit more of a deepness in that line, a little bit more detail in the back leg, a little bit more roundness, a little bit more happening down by the kneecap, right? So it's almost like you've got this style and this style. And bikini is amazing because as long as you have a fabulous shape and a beautiful presence, you can be either and do very well, clearly. So this is a really interesting top 5. I love Brittany's look. I think this was amazing. All right, now from behind, incredible. Brittany's glute ham tie-ins look fantastic, and she's got a really nice fullness to her glutes and great curve to her glute ham tie-ins, to her quads, sorry. I think Elizaveta is standing a little bit too far apart. I think her feet could come in a bit. I think Victoria's hair could be thinned just a little so that it was a little bit more of the V shape to allow us to see her hourglass figure more. I think Alessia looks really good, even though her hair doesn't have that V shape so much. It's a bit thinner, so you can still see her tiny waist and the beautiful delts. Lizzie, I'm super impressed by her glutes. I love how she's got so much size and really nice sides of her glutes. Great glute ham tie-ins too, and nice detail in her hamstrings and her quads. So she looks great. It was an amazing top 5 bikini. Okay, so in terms of Olympia, Brittany is qualified. Alessia is already qualified. Elizaveta is way up to 15. Lizzie has 2. And Victoria was already qualified. Wow. Okay, bikini over 40. In first place, Karen. Second, Angela. Third, Jill. Fourth, Charvas. And fifth, Tina. So Tina in 5th looks beautiful, and what I notice about her is her curve of the back. I think she does a great job showing off this S frame, the hourglass. It's beautiful. She's got great delts in particular, beautiful curvy round shape, nice lats, tiny waist, just great conditioning to show off the oblique and a little bit of detail coming through in the abs, but mostly it's just smooth and flat and really small. Great size to her glute, though I wouldn't mind if the glute had a little bit more roundness right here on the top, and gorgeous hamstring. A little bit more soft in terms of the conditioning, in terms of the detail in the legs and that groove and the line and all that stuff, but really beautiful overall. I think she looks fantastic. All right, Charvas in 4th place. Wow, her glutes are amazing. I love the size. I love the fullness. That is fantastic. Great shape. Maybe a little bit more, if it could dip in a little bit down here where it attaches to the hamstring is to really show off that shape, that would be amazing. But I'm super impressed by her size and just how beautifully rounded her glutes are. She's got a nice amount of size in her legs, some good detail coming through on the back. Nice small waist, just gorgeous. I think her posing, she could try to get the shoulder up a little bit more, just kind of pull up the ribs, suck in the suck in the air and really pull up the rib cage and the shoulders up and back, I think that would look really beautiful. But I'm super impressed by her size. Those glutes are awesome. All right, Jill in third place. Absolutely beautiful. I love seeing her in the top 5. I think her posing looks gorgeous. I love how she's posing this back leg. I think it's super flattering to the shape of her quad up here. Her calf looks on fire, like so detailed. Just a beautiful shape down below. Her hamstrings look amazing. Nice. She's got that nice dip that I was just talking about here where her glute and her ham come together. Gorgeous. I think she could have maybe a little bit more size here on the top part of the glute, but overall, I love how her conditioning shows off this curve. She's got incredible obliques. She looks really like wrung out, like really twisted. It looks fabulous. And man, her delts and her upper body look super broad. It's created a really good hourglass shape. So if we could just get a little bit more size onto those glutes, I think it would be amazing. But overall, so impressed. All right, Angela in second, absolutely beautiful. Love the red suit, love her red lips. She's posing great, a different style of posing, not quite so sideways as Jill, but you're still seeing an amazing roundness and fullness in her glute. Beautiful curve on her quad here, some nice detail here. Her waist is so small. It stands out to me just how small and smooth her stomach is, and a great lat really adds to this gorgeous hourglass shape. So I think she looks really tremendous. This is another time when I feel like the hand could be probably a little bit higher and just like a little bit more deliberately out with a sharper angle. I think it would look really like more deliberate is the best word. Very pumped up. But clearly Angela knows what she's doing. She's doing amazing. Her placings are fantastic. So I think she looks really good. All right. And now Karen in first place. Wow. When I look at Karen from the Baltimore and I scan across, I think she's just getting better every single time. Her posing looks amazing. It looks more easygoing and yet more deliberate. She's perfectly placed exactly where she needs to be. Her feet look amazing. I love how she's showing off her calf. She's showing off the hamstring. You're seeing beautiful detail in that back leg. You get a great look at her glute. Beautiful curve, nice line coming down. Her stomach is super small. Her obliques look great. Her lats and her delts are a beautiful shape. And I like how balanced and level the shoulder is with that glute. So it's a really nice proportion between upper and lower body. She nails it. So looking at the lineup, I noticed something beautiful on everybody. I think Tina has an amazing curve. You really notice that S shape. Just fantastic. With Jill, I'm noticing her broad and beautiful upper body. Her shoulders look amazing. She's really showing them off well. Also to the photographer, great view. With Angela, I'm noticing how small her waist is, how beautifully tiny she is. It just makes the upper body and the lower body look so hourglassed in comparison. With Sharvas, I'm really noticing her gorgeous shape of her glute, so much fullness. But then with Karen, I'm noticing kind of a little bit of everything. I'm noticing her glute has a nice shape, her stomach is really small, beautiful conditioning, nice curves, lovely posing, very simple, very elegant, and a really nice proportion between upper in that curve and lower. Just gorgeous. Now, unfortunately, they didn't have back pictures of a couple of our competitors, but you can see here we've got some amazing glutes. Angela has some lovely detail in her hamstrings, same with Sharvas and Tina as well. Great conditioning on all of these women, beautiful hair, tiny waists. It's amazing. All right. Bikini over 50, in first place Angela, second Tina, third Miley, fourth Janine, and fifth Irene. So here's Irene in 5th place. Wow, long and lean, super small waist, beautiful delts. She's got some nice, gorgeous, long legs, beautiful quads. I think she could have a little bit more size on the top of her glute and a little bit more roundness and fullness in her quads. But overall, I think she's got a nice foundation, good posing. She's got a great curve coming through in her back. I think she looks lovely. So just a little bit more size, perhaps a tiny bit more conditioning to show off this groove a little deeper. But overall, I think she looks beautiful. And I love the color of the suit. It's vibrant. It's gorgeous. Her long blonde hair, perfect. Okay, Janine in 4th. All right, so a little bit more curve on Janine, a little bit more size, a little bit more muscle. You're seeing great hamstring, beautiful detail coming through on her quad here by her kneecap, nice curves in the back and the front. Her glutes look fantastic, really full. You've got a nice oblique coming through, great lats, excuse me. And beautiful delts, really nice shape and nice fullness in her arms. So overall, I just get this appearance of more muscle, a little bit more athletic, a little bit more hard, and I think she looks awesome. It's a great suit. Her blonde hair is vibrant. I like the wave. She looks amazing. All right, Mile in 3rd. First of all, I love her tan. I think she looks so beautiful, just a rich tone. The color is gorgeous. Next, I notice her amazing size. She's got a great glute, but also fabulous hamstrings. Really nice curves in these legs. Great calves too. She's not overly hard, so you're not seeing that line super deep, but you do have a bit of detail in the back leg. The calves are really showing. The oblique is showing. So her conditioning is really nice. She's got a beautiful amount of size in her upper body as well. The lats look really good. So yeah, she just looks really quite full and just beautifully round. I think this hand could come up a little higher to draw your eye and kind of open up her upper body. And maybe just a tiny bit more roundness in this part. But overall, I'm super impressed. I think she's got great size. All right, Tina, we've already seen in 2nd, and Angela in 1st. So here's everybody side by side. Ah, gorgeous. Angela's waist is so small. Tina's got that beautiful curve. I love her purple suit. It stands out. Janine, I think, looks very muscular. Her arms look beautiful. Although Angela, I think her shoulders stand out as well. She's got a really nice roundness on the top, but also on the side. Gorgeous curve. Mile has that beautiful curve as well. And Irene, I think, like I said, very long and lean. Definitely, when you compare her across the line, could use a little bit more size, but overall, everybody is so impressive. From behind, Janine, I think the top of her glutes look amazing. Really beautiful leanness and great tie-ins. Angela has a gorgeous roundness on the sides, and then it really comes nicely with the sweep of her quad. Mile is super impressive. I'm noticing her calves. I'm noticing the fullness and the roundness. She's got a lot of size, right? You compare her to everyone else, she's got a lot of mass in those glutes and it looks fabulous. But perhaps her hourglass is not quite as pronounced as Angela's from behind. Amazing. All right, and now bikini over 55. We've got Janine in 1st and Irene in 2nd. And we've already seen Irene and we've already seen Janine. So here they are side by side. Absolutely beautiful. So impressive. From behind, I think you can see Janine has a little bit more mass on her frame. Irene has a super tiny waist. Really great hourglass from behind in particular. But I think Janine's got a little bit more of that conditioning to show off the detail and just a little bit more size, a little bit more roundness and curviness in some of those features. So overall, so good. Okay, now don't forget, we've got 2 more shows coming up this weekend, so make sure you subscribe. I'll be back with recaps of those as soon as I can. Please give me a like if you like this video. Comment below with what you thought of these top 5s, and come find me. I'm at turquoisetoffee.wordpress.com and, of course, on Instagram at turquoisetoffee.